Let's learn Judy's magic cast on. So we're just practicing now. We're just going to cast on maybe 10 or 20 stitches. So get yourself a couple of feet of tail and hold your circular needles with the tips together just like this. The tips are facing to the left and I'm holding them together just like that. So go ahead and insert the needles right onto the yarn like that, making a loop of yarn over the bottom needle. Now use your finger to hold that loop onto your needles, and we are going to tension the yarn the same way that we do for the long tail cast on, which is grabbing the yarn like this, wrapping 3 fingers around, putting the pointer and the thumb through, and then pulling the needles down like that. So we've got 2 loops. Here's the thumb loop and the index finger loop. So thumb and finger, or lower and upper loop, because as we hold them like this, you can see that one is sort of above and one is below. And we've got a loop right here on our bottom needle. Now it doesn't matter whether it's like this or like that. It doesn't matter, you know, which string the tail or the working yarn is over which finger. I don't really care. So let's just do it like this. Hold it on there. And this is the motion that your fingers are going to take as you practice this magic cast on. You can see that I have 1 needle on top and 1 needle on bottom. So the top and bottom needle. I'm not holding them like this. Just one above the other, just like that, with 2 loops and 2 needles. So watch this, here we go. Needles come down, just like this. The top needle goes right back here and gets this loop from right here on the thumb. Let go of the loop on your thumb and put your thumb back through to tension it again. So now we have a loop on the bottom and a loop on the top. Now, needles come up just like this, like the hands of a clock. They go over like this, the top loop, and just the bottom needle grabs a loop of yarn. We come back to where we started. Now we just repeat. Needles come down, the top needle grabs a loop of yarn, like that, from the thumb loop, and thumb retensions the yarn. Now we've got 2 and 2. Up, needles both come back over, and the bottom needle grabs a loop from the top loop of yarn. So we basically alternate. Down for the top needle, up and over for the bottom needle. Good. Let me show you what this looks like when we put the motion all together. Let's even those tips out. That will sometimes help. So see how I'm putting my thumbs here when I need to stabilize everything? We don't want these stitches escaping. So loop on the top needle from the bottom loop, loop on the bottom needle from the top loop. Good. Now here's how to count your stitches. Just spread them out. And you can do 2 by 2 if you want. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Or you can count them individually, you know, all along the bottom and then all along the top. So we've got an even number on each. We've got, let's see, oh, see, I miscounted. There are only 9 on the bottom and 9 on the top. See, that's what I get for counting by 2. What did I tell you? Counting by 5s is always the best, right? So there's 5 and there's 4. So my mistake. So we have 18 stitches total, or 9 on each needle half. So go ahead and undo this and start over with the next video. Just go ahead and practice this a few times. Put, you know, as many stitches as you want on here. When you get the hang of it, we're going to come back and cast on for real for our socks. Yes, I really do mean start over, because if you're all tight or something, you want to really get the hang of it before you start. So practice, and then when you're ready to start over, join me again.